Hey, today we're going to talk about a commonly asked question I get. What's the difference in the single plane swing between irons and woods? Hey, welcome to the channel today. I get this question a lot, and it's whether the swing is the exact same with irons and woods. But we got to talk about a couple things in that discussion, because here's the answer. And I'm going to show you a video of me swinging a driver and a 7-iron, and I'll put them side by side, and maybe I can even overlay them and show you that the swing, the mechanics of the swing, the timing of the swing, the positions of the swing, everything is exactly the same, believe it or not. So you're not ever changing your swing. And that's a question I get quite often is it a different swing with a driver, or is it a different swing with an iron, or wood versus an iron? But there's some things that change. And this is where I think you have to understand that irons and woods are different. And let me show you, because I have a 7-iron here, and everything has to do with the way the club is designed to hit a golf ball and launch it correctly. So a 7-iron is not designed, it's designed in the same way a driver is, but this driver is designed to launch a golf ball. When I get to impact, you want this to not have any shaft lean and be slightly striking up on the golf ball. So that's what I want this driver to do. This iron is designed, when I hit it, to be hitting down on the golf ball. And then you compress the golf ball by hitting down on it. So you're probably asking the question, well, Todd, isn't that a different swing? And the answer is no, it's the same swing that's producing both results. Everything has to do with what's happening down here with ball position and foot position. If you've seen my channel and you watch what I do, this alignment ball position trainer, I'm going to pick it up and show you this. This is a staple of my training. It gets my foot position correct, it gets my alignment correct, it gets the ball position correct. Ball position is a major factor when it comes to the club you're hitting, as you know. And so the difference in what you're seeing is you're seeing the same golf swing, the single plane swing. It's the same exact swing, but because the ball position is changing, allowing the position of the club to have a different angle of approach, angle of attack into the golf ball based on the club I'm hitting. So, and the other thing that's changing too, just is the natural thing that's changing, is the club plane, because you have the 7-iron obviously is shorter than the driver. So you have the driver plane and you have the 7-iron plane. So obviously this is on a more upright plane and the driver's on a flatter plane. But mechanically, and that's my point, is mechanically things are not changing, everything's the same. So let me just I'll hit a 7-iron first. Let's just look at that, how I'm adjusting some things to make sure that the club is working correctly. Here's what I know. I know that when I strike the 7-iron, I've got to make sure the hands are leading and the club is compressing the golf ball. I need the hands in front of the golf ball at impact. The way I'm going to do that is where I place the ball in my stance. So obviously I don't want to go through all you can watch my channel and learn all the mechanics of the single plane swing, but you see where my foot position is, and this ball position is somewhere just inside my lead foot, about 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6 inches, and you're seeing that ball position. That's going to allow me, when I get to impact, because where my shoulder is placed, that's going to allow me to compress the golf ball. Here's the 7-iron being compressed. And I'm able to hit down on it. And people ask this question all the time, how do you hit down on it? I am not trying to hit down on the golf ball. I am not going down after it. I'm not trying to hit down. I am naturally hitting down on the golf ball, because watch, when I'm already naturally setting up in front of it and the hands lead, the club has a descending angle. So it's already descending. And so ball position, stance width, and the position of my body is allowing the hands to lead. Now let's hit the driver. The hands still do lead with the driver, but because I have a wider stance, because the ball position is more forward, now what you see is the same exact golf swing. So same exact motion, the club is longer, it's on a flatter plane, the club comes down, but when it gets to the bottom, that's where the 7-iron would have compressed it. It goes through the bottom and starts coming up, because the ball position now can be launched. It's further forward of my shoulder. I'm hitting up on it. So in other words, you wouldn't want to hit a driver where the 7-iron was, because you'd be hitting down on it, and this club doesn't have any loft. That's the difference. No swing difference in this. Just a slight ball position difference, a stance width difference. Ball's obviously on the tee. Here's a driver swing. Those two swings, 7-iron driver, side by side, mechanically are the exact same golf swing, but I've adjusted the position of the ball, where it is in my stance, to get different angles of approach on the club based on what club I'm hitting. Hope that helps you understand the difference and not difference between the woods and the irons with a single point swing. If you enjoyed this content, click the bell icon, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video.